Hi, it's Vicky again from Vicky's Handcrafted Designs. So I'm here for another week just to take you through what I've done in the past week. Yesterday I had a lot of fun joining in the live of Gumleaf Crochet. She has a fabulous channel on YouTube. This is the second live that she did, and hopefully she does more, so keep an eye out on her channel for more. She'll put up updates. So and thank you, Jill, for the mention. So if you are looking for some fabulous crochet projects to do, take a look at her channel because she has many tutorials on different types of projects, and she has a great crochet along called the Texture Square excuse me, cow, and which I'm doing at the moment, so you can join in that, and at the end of the year she'll be making a blanket out of that. So yeah, it was really lovely to catch up with you, Jill, and yeah, looking forward to many more. So this week I've been working on the Texture Square cowl as well as more squares from the Granny Square book, which I've showed you before, from Katie Mitchell. So she's over on Instagram, and the book has so many fabulous squares, different types of crochet, from crocheting motifs and sewing them onto squares to doing mosaic crochet, so many different types. And many different projects. What I like about her book is the fact that she's organized it into projects, so you can do all the squares and make whatever you want out of them, or you can follow the projects that she did, which is what I'm doing. I'm doing the spring blanket. So far I've made this cute little one. This is the daffodil square, and this is the flower patch one. So this is like a mosaic, so she's got a grid in the book, and you just follow along and do the bobble stitches, which is, or sorry, popcorn, I think they are stitches. So this is one of my favorite stitches. I think there's about 12 squares, so I've done 3 so far, so I'm making progress. So I can't wait to show you that when it's finished. Also, there's a local store, discount store, that is selling yarn, sells yarn as you walk in, which is yeah, very hard to not resist. So every time I go, I always grab something. So the last time I grabbed this beautiful I call it multicolored yarn, I don't know. And so it's I made a placemat out of it. I'll put in a picture at the end so you can see. I still have to sew in the ends, and I have to block it a few more times because the ends still curl up. But it was basically 100-gram ball of so the colors are like a creamy yellow, a gray, a brown, and a copper. So really gorgeous colors. I love sort of earthy tone colors, so that will go in my dining room. I might show you where I put it if I get a chance to do a video. Yeah, and so I was there yesterday, and well, I happened to walk past, and here we are. I've got a Christmas project coming up. I buy a lot of it's called knitting yarn, just basic acrylic yarn. They're 100-gram balls, and they've got various colors, and I should have put my glasses on so I can see, which I will do. So it's from Yatsel, the brand. So it's and I hear it says 8 3-ply, so but I'm thinking it might be just an 8-ply. So they've got various colors. So I've got a green, a red, this gorgeous green, and this beigey gold color, which I love. So I will be making a Christmas project with that. So stay tuned for that. And I'll probably have to stay away from the shops for a while because I keep coming back with bags full, which is not good. As I said, I was doing Jill's texture square cow, so I've done 2 more. This is squares 33 and 34. So these are really lovely lacy type stitches here, and just basic 8-ply acrylic yarn that I'm using from my stash because I've got heaps. I'm just trying to get use up as much as I can. So that's that one there. This one I really love, and I got it the wrong way, but yeah, these actually would make, if you make sweaters or cardigans or jumpers, these actually would work really well, or light tops in cotton. Here it's actually the first day of spring here, so very happy about that. But yeah, these are actually really beautiful stitches if you do that type of thing to make something like that. So I changed the color palette as well because I was using cotton, so I found some acrylic yarn. Yeah, and so I'm using these colors here, so blues, greens. So these colors here, and there's a beigey as well, which I don't have with me at the moment. So yeah, so and then the border I haven't decided, but at the end of the year Jill's going to be doing a blanket, so she'll be putting that blanket together, and then that way we can all sort of follow along, and we'll see what she does, and sort of will follow suit. The other thing is it's Father's Day here next weekend, and I've got a very ambitious project. My dad is very much into motorcycles, so I've started what looks like a very big mess here. But I assure you it will get better. Yeah, it's just a mess of dangling yarn. But this is tapestry crochet. So I'll show you as I go along. I have to sew these ends, pull them to the back. I was doing that last night, but it just got late. I just got tired. Yeah, so if you're into that, I've only recently just started doing that. These I found on the internet, so I just typed Harley Davidson. It's actually a cross stitch pattern, but I just converted it, sort of following the squares along, and using it as in tapestry. It's single crochet, but in UK terms it's double crochet. So I'll show you if I get a chance one day how I do that. I've found these little cute penguins on Amazon, and you wrap the yarn around it because you have to constantly swap yarn and have separate lots of yarn in different positions, so when you get to that spot you use it. I didn't have enough, so I've been cutting and moving the yarn along, hence the mess. But I will buy more, so then that way I have enough for each row. So fingers crossed that works out. I've already actually made a mistake. So what my plan is to do the background, and then I will embroider the Harley Davidson logo on it, because with that, as you got to turn your project back to front. So one side you read the diagram from left to right, and the other one from right to left. And so what happened, I think I've made a mistake on one of the lines, forgotten which side I was supposed to start on, so the letters aren't going to work out. I've taken it apart and done it many times, so I think I'll just do that, and I'll I'll embroider the name on for this time, but I will, when I got a bit more time, do another one, and yeah, and just see how I go. I plan to do more. I really love doing them. When I first started doing them, yeah, it was a bit difficult, a bit frustrating, but everything has a rhythm to it, and once you sort of get into the rhythm of it, they're actually quite relaxing, and flexible. You can do anything with them. Jenny from In My Spare Time Crochet, if you look up her videos on YouTube, she did one of Elvis. It's a wall hanging, so if you watch any of her videos, you'll see it in the background. It's absolutely gorgeous. So if you are interested, there's a lot of videos on YouTube and on the internet to show you how to do this type of crochet, and it's actually really fabulous because there's so many things that you can do with it. Next week I'll have hopefully one of my Christmas projects up and running, so I'm very excited about that. I've got a couple of things that I'm going to be doing, but I'll see how things go. I'm going to continue with the texture. Well, actually, I'm up to date with the texture squares, but I will finish this Father's Day present and continue on with the squares from Katie's book as well. And I am planning on working on my Christmas projects. So if all goes well, I'll have some of it ready for you next week to show you guys. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to catch up with you all in next week's video. And if you get a chance, please subscribe, and if you've watched the video, just leave me a little hello or emoji or something below so I know, because with YouTube you don't know. So I really appreciate that. You all have a lovely day, and I'll catch up with you in the next video. Bye.